And I was just really proud last year they broke through, and we had a regional final where we should have won that one, and we dropped the ball on that. So, I look at our successes, not our failures, and we build on our failures, and our kids understand that, if you're gonna do this long enough, you're gonna have some, but learn from them. Set your goals high and work hard, and that's what they've done.
Coach, the last couple of weeks, Dominique Brown has taken it on his shoulders to really lead the team. Talk about his performance, especially the last 2 weeks. I know you talk about team efforts, but his individual performance the last 2 weeks has been outstanding.
It has. But I just said this out there. We were watching the Milford game on the way up, and at the Milford game, he only had 484 yards, and that's because Goins was killing him. And the guys up front have done a great job in the playoffs, especially the size we played like against Troutwood. Those cats were amazingly huge. And the push we get. But they're so focused in on Goins because he's got those big numbers. Now, Dominique, and I'll say this about the guys. I've said this all along. Those two feed off of each other. So one could be going great, and the other one's moving along. But I just looked at this, and I think one had 182, and the other one had 155. So I like that distribution really good.
For the seniors, what do you guys think was different about this year's team from teams that you guys have played on the past 2 years?
We just set our goals higher.
Yeah,
set our goals higher.
Anything that's it's just we just set our goals higher. That's it. There's no really other difference.
And to follow up with that, last year's team didn't set a goal to be the state champions, and we talked about that. We talked about it in the off season, and that's what they talked about in their senior retreat or their senior picnic. They said, okay, then that's our goal, and they achieved it.
Coach, you had the levy that you had to get past here about a month ago. Was there a feeling of a downness between your team during that time, or a little apprehension that maybe they may not be playing football at this time of year? Was there something that they had to maybe try to get through?
I don't know about the seniors. We never really talked about it. We mentioned that the parents need to get out and vote. We talked about that. But for them, they were going to be done anyway. And I'm really anal about compartmentalizing. I'm going to control what I can control. I'm going to control, in our little environment, and everything else is up to them. I'm sure they heard stuff. You'd have to ask them. But for me, the biggest thing was I knew they were a talented group, especially the way they played in game one, and I didn't want any outside distractions to deviate from the goal.